So we are with the brother and the author Daniel Hrinko that I truly recommend. These are, I think it's a must to have. And we're going to have a small conversation. Daniel, first of all, thank you very much. And I bought these two books. I was saying to brother Hrinko that yesterday at the cornerstone ceremony, all these books were sold out. So I just saw one on the shelf, and before I get there, it disappeared. So, first of all, thanks for your insights in these amazing books. What was you driven by? What was your idea to wrote these beautiful books?
Well, the first book, The Craft-Driven Lodge, came out of the experiences of a group of us who organized to form a lodge to meet our needs. We were frustrated that our lodges were superficial and social and not invested in the philosophy of Freemasonry. So we started gathering and we formed a lodge by having discussions to create the lodge that to us met our needs. After the fact, we got so many requests to talk about what we did and how we did it, I decided to compile what we did as a group, and that became the origins of this book. It outlines 4 principles of operation that will allow you to have your own discussions and to create a lodge to meet your needs.
So, you were saying that you think there is a need for more information, more spirituality, more to know about what we're doing on the lodge?
Well, Freemasonry is at its core a philosophical framework whereby we can enter on our own journey to improve ourselves with the support of our brothers. And when that gets lost in the organization, administration, and business of the lodge, then we stop being true Freemasons and we start being a social club.
And sometimes it gets lost a lot of time, didn't it?
And part of why I've written these books is to connect with those like myself who want to see the philosophy of Freemasonry put at the forefront of everything.
That's being a Freemason. That's what it's all about.
That's my understanding, but yet when you attend so many Masonic functions, you find yourself bogged down in business.
Yes.
And not actually studying and practicing Freemasonry. Our ritual in the entered apprenticeship tells us that we come to learn. We come to improve ourselves in Freemasonry. And it's my belief that if you go to a lodge meeting and you don't learn something, your lodge has failed you.
Yes.
By not providing you that opportunity.
You know, in our Grand Lodge, Soberana Grand Lodge of Portugal, we used to have a quote very similar to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying if you are not the better man at the end of the session, you are losing your time in here. Mm-hmm. So this is very important. So tell me, Daniel, how is the American Freemasonry going ahead? So is going deep into this?
We see a tension. There is a way of operating that has been dominating for the past 100 years that focuses on size and numbers and less on substance. But I also see, particularly amongst the younger men, 25 to 45, a desire for a more spiritual experience. And I see around the United States groups of men exploring the same questions that we had and coming up with similar answers. More and more lodges are being formed or lodges transformed into a more spiritual or esoteric lodge. And I see that over time this tension will eventually play out, and that Freemasonry in America, I hope, will evolve more in the direction that we have set for ourselves.
Well, Daniel, let me tell you that you are going to have a lot of work, because after this you're going to be asked to write another books, because this new era of the world is going into the spirituality. So more and more people are going to ask questions. Some of them you don't give answers, but you ask questions as well. That's very, very
There have been models where there is a list of 30 things to do to be a cool lodge. However, that's like me wearing your suit. It doesn't quite fit. Where this process from these principles allows you to determine what you want for your lodge and build a custom tailored lodge for your experiences. Now the second book, The Purple of the Fraternity, that was written at the request of my publisher because we see far too many Masonic leaders who seem to have lost track of the lessons of Freemasonry and become arrogant and full of themselves and behave accordingly in a way that may be inconsistent with Masonic teachings. This takes Freemasonry and its teachings and draws clear parallels between servant leadership models and then provides you with various opportunities in your position as a Masonic leader on how you can implement that to the betterment of a lodge. And to make it even simpler, there are 3 archetypes, 2 of which you don't want to be, but we've all seen far too often, and a 3rd that gives you a role model as to how to behave as a Masonic leader, implementing those concepts of servant leadership.
That's great. Daniel, where can our viewers have this book?
My books are available from my publisher, which is McCoy Masonic Publishing and Regalia in Richmond, Virginia. Their website is mccoy.com, and you can order them from there. I'm not sure how the pricing goes with international shipping, but I do know that some gentlemen from Australia have been emailing me and are showing me pictures of my book in their hands in South Australia, being used by district lecturers to help inform the lodges about what's possible.
Listen, we will be more than happy to receive you in Portugal, in Soberana. If you go there, believe me, get your books, take your books with you, and they will disappear. So I truly recommend these 2 amazing books from Brother Daniel Hrinko. And as yesterday, I think they are redefinition also and enhancing of the values of Freemasonry, exactly what we did yesterday with the Cornerstone. Daniel, thanks for your leadership and your insights in this book. Thank you very much.
Thank you for recognizing what I have to offer, and my goal is to help lodges be better lodges, one lodge at a time.
These will go directly to our library, so everybody can see them. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.